So I have my topology here where I'm running MediaNet and I'm classifying through MediaNet outbound on the customer's end here and here. I'm performing shipping, and on the ISP side inbound, I'm doing policing, traffic policing. I have a web server also so that I'm able to log into the web server from devices outside this customer domain, the LAN or the campus network. I also have a number of non-listed requirements: DHCP, SNMP, BGP, and triple authentication. So to my config, first the MediaNet traffic classification based on the class map on my two gateway routers. Show class map, which I've classified. For example, best effort, I have DNS, TCP, and ICMP broadcast video. I have payload type, RTP video type. Bulk data, I have FTP interactive video, I have RTP video, and YouTube. Network control protocols, I have BGP, OSPF, multimedia, I have Skinny, H323 SIP, network management like SNMP and SSH. So transactional data like HTTP multimedia, streaming, and BitTorrent under Scavenger. And now what I'm doing on my policy map. So on my policy map, I've assigned priority to my voice, priority to my real-time interactive, then giving high percentage to my multimedia, streaming, and broadcast video, to multimedia, conferencing, and streaming, and network 5%, with the marking CS6, with the marking CS2 for network management according to the 12 class MediaNet model, bulk data AF1, and the scavenger CS1. So I've put all this to ship outbound. So this is the MediaNet where I performed all the bandwidth assignment, and on this policing I did the general shipping. Show policy map, interface on the service provider. I have it on gig01 on the customer. Okay, so it's displaying the classification for the categories of traffic, and I've run NBAR protocol, which is running. So I'm running version 14 here, and the status is that it is active at the moment. There, I'm running policing. So that's why some packets are being dropped. Exceeded packets are being transmitted. Confirmed packets are also being transmitted, and I have a CR of 800,000. Okay, for the class map on the service provider. Then I've also configured GLBP for my users. Show GLBP brief. So I have the group 1, and this local router is the active. It has a priority of 255. Standby router is the second gateway there, and the address of the default gateway is .100. So I also have static NAT running. Okay, so if I telnet into this IP address from outside, I can see my NAT translation. Okay, so hopefully So I get my NAT translation here, which is directed to the web server, which has the IP 180.1.1.2. So I also have SNMP running on my gateways, so that the gateways and the switches, they're sending traps to the SNMP server. Okay, community string MediaNet. I also have AAA running, and here perfect. See, so I'm going to telnet here from gateway. And I'm able to access it. So because of that, so it tells me that AAA is working, and I have DHCP running here. So list addresses are 2, which are the 2 users here. And I have eBGP running. Show IP BGP summary, which is part of a non-listed requirement. So now I have a trouble ticket. So for this ticket, here is a DHCP web server inaccessible from external domain. I mean, from the ISP and behind the ISP, and its simple telnet shows that everything is not working as it should. So I'm going to trace from the web server to the switch, to the gateway, and to the ISP link. And here I have the web server checking. Okay, the IP is fine. Okay, so pinging is not successful. I will check here, which is the switch. So I can see that VLAN 10 is down. Okay, then I will check all the VLANs. So I can see this gig 01 is on VLAN 50. So I will return it and reassign it into VLAN 10. And may I just flap it to make it faster. Then try to ping again. I'm trying it again, successful, then I'm pinging the gateways individually, successful now. So I'll come over to the gateways because nothing is being performed on the 2 gateways. So I'm going to check show IP NAT translation, so I can see translation is not properly done. And I'll check my NAT settings if it's well done. So I can see IP NAT inside. The external interface should be outside, the inbound should be inside. So I'll check 01. So there's no, and I'm doing it because this is showing there's nothing outside. That's why I have to check my IP NAT inside. So now config T, interface gig 01, no IP NAT inside, IP NAT outside. and I save. So I'm also doing the same thing here quickly. Show IP NAT translation. So no outside, so I will check what's going on with my NAT configuration. Here also, there's only inside, show run. There's no outside. So IP NAT outside to ensure there is nothing. Then I'll check connection to the ISP. Show IP, BGP, or summary. So I can see this is idle. There's a problem. Same here. So same thing here. So I'll go to the ISP, likely to be from the ISP. Show IP, BGP, summary. So on the ISP, I can see here that a wrong AS has been configured, and I can begin to check the configuration. BGP update and login console. So I can see saying that wrong AS, which also confirms what I already have. So let me turn up the logs. So do show run. So I'll correct this and ensure I configure the correct AS. I'll just use my notepad quickly to bring this up. So the AS should be 65,500. So now I check, do show IP BGP summary. And now I'm receiving routes from the two ends. Then I can try to check now and Telnet 180 to 180. So it's open. So this is working fine now. Thank you.